gentlemen, something profound so happened. And there was this story that was made rounds with regards to KAFTAN TV CEO. Let me remind our viewers that ABDULWAHEED ODUSILE has been a commissioner, and before then he was the #1 citizen of the pen profession, the journalism profession, as an elected president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists. But today he's holding sway at KAFTAN TV as the chief executive officer. He has come under the spotlight negatively recently, because there is a report that has made traction on social media that there is fans advocated for his release after a controversial interview on the KAFTAN TV platform, an organization that he oversees. The report says hundreds of supporters have rallied to defend ABDULWAHEED ODUSILE following a scandalous incident during the live broadcast of a popular show. Shocked by the government's order to detain him. According to the report, fans are expressing their outrage as charges are brought against ABDULWAHEED ODUSILE for leaking confidential information that could harm the country's economy. As a result, he has been placed under house arrest, and authorities have strictly prohibited him from accessing the media. They said the incident occurred during the broadcast of the program on channel KAFTAN TV, during which ABDULWAHEED ODUSILE accidentally revealed an additional source of income. Although this income is legal, according to them, authorities are concerned that disclosing this information could lead to mass layoffs by exposing the income. Well, they have gone ahead to even release the transcript of the so-called interview on their social media, and they also use, and for unsuspecting individuals, that story was embedded in one of the credible national newspapers in the country. Well, ABDULWAHEED ODUSILE is right here with us as part of the panelists for tonight's conversation on matters arising, but he's going to help us unpack this thing as he breaks it down. Were you ever detained by government authorities for a controversial interview? Let me start that way.
Of course, if I was detained or I would have in detention, I wouldn't have been here. And it came as a surprise to me when I heard about it this morning. And it's very interesting viewers to know that I was in the office as usual, and my phone just rang, and my wife was calling me that, "What's happening to you?" And I said, "Like what?" She said she has been bombarded by phone calls that maybe I'm in trouble, that I've been detained. I said, "Why? What could be the reason? Could there be anything like that?" Initially, I just dismissed it as one of those things, but I started receiving calls, especially where from my state of origin, Ogun State, in Lagos, where I worked for years. Yeah. People were concerned, especially amongst journalists, amongst fellow.
That's your immediate constituency.
Yeah, my immediate constituency, and some notable politicians in Ogun State, where I had served as a immediate past commissioner for information. They were worried. Will it be true? When I saw that, I had to step out and find out what was really the problem, because I didn't do anything to warrant being arrested or detained or restricted or put in the house arrest or something like that the report said. But I later discovered that maybe one of these Ponzi schemes, and they want to use my name to popularize their illegal activity, illegal business, to lure Nigerians into patronizing their own business, where they fleece people of unsuspecting Nigerians. People probably are looking for a cheap way to make money and become rich overnight. So they felt probably by using names of prominent people, they could gain attention, and that could draw people to their platform and deceive them to party with their money. That's what I feel anyway, because there was nothing to eat. I wasn't detained. I didn't do anything. And international information that harmed the economy. What kind of information would that be? I've never been anything in terms of probably finance, business, that would say that could bring anything onto us to the nation. I've always been a patriotic Nigerian anyway.